What's up, Wave Gang? I'm finally back. And real quick, if your reels aren't getting any views right now, it's not because the algorithm hates you and it's not because you're shadow banned. It's probably because you're posting wrong. Instagram has changed a lot recently, and I've spent the last year growing multiple different Instagram accounts, trying to actually figure out what works and what doesn't. So today I'm going to explain to you exactly how the Instagram algorithm works and how to beat the system every time. This is the video that'll finally make Instagram click for you. Let's get into it. All right, so as you see, we have section 1, which is the algorithm formula, okay? Instagram really only cares about 4 things: the hook, the watch time, the saves, and the shares. If the first 2 seconds are boring, it's game over, bro. Your hook needs to be scroll stopping. You need to make the viewer literally stop what they're doing and watch your video. If that first 2 seconds doesn't do that, you're not gonna grow fast. And I have to say, these tips are for fast growth. This is for people that want to grow quick, that want to grow their account to, 50,000, 100,000, 200,000 followers. And if I didn't mention this earlier, I'm not just speaking out of my behind. You know what I'm saying? I have grown an account to over 200,000 followers, and this isn't my only account with over 100,000 followers. So I kind of know what I'm talking about here. So you need to have a really good hook. Second, watch time. If people swipe away early, again, that's not good. But if they don't watch to the end of the video, or at least make it to half of the video, or 75% of the video, Instagram's not going to know that it's worth watching, right? If everyone that watches your video watches it fully, or rewatches it, or watches it a third time, Instagram's going to know, hey, these are some really good signals we're getting from the audience. We should probably push this out to more people, because Instagram's goal is to keep people on the platform. If your video makes them rewatch, makes them share, makes them save the other, 2 pieces of the formula, they're going to push your content out to more people, because their goal is to keep people on the platform, right? It's really simple. Once you understand the formula, it really becomes predictable on how to go viral and how to grow on Instagram. These are just some of the things that I break down more in depth in my community down below. If you want to work with me one-on-one, I help you start your account literally from day one. I help you name it, help you find your niche, and I help you start posting a lot quicker than if you were doing it on your own. You can actually go and hit the link down below to get one-on-one help and advice from me. We already have tons of people in the community doing really, really well, and you can see just literally on the page that we have 108 members right now growing on Instagram. So if you want to check that out, first link in the description. But let's keep going. All right, so there are 4 growth levers on Instagram that will determine how fast you grow, right? If you're watching this video, it's because you want to grow fast, you want to blow up in 2026. So let's get into these 4 growth levers, right? If even one of these is off, the algorithm will, not like you, quite frankly. You need to make sure that all of these are on point. So number 1, clear niche. Instagram needs to know who to recommend you to, right? If your content is too random, if your content is all over the place, if you're posting a video that's, about the gym here, and a video that's about Switzerland here, and a video that's about cooking empanadas here, Instagram's not going to know who to send your content to. You don't want to do that. You want to post content that is related to 1 niche, maybe 2, a related niche by chance. You need to make sure that your content is going to appeal to viewers that, actually like that content. So you don't want to post gym content, then go post travel content about Switzerland. Like, it's just not going to make sense. If you're going to post gym content, post gym content. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to post fitness, if you're going to post Switzerland, post everything about Switzerland, right? That was a random example, but you get what I'm saying. Make sure that your niche is clear, because Instagram needs to know who to send your content to, right? That's how the algorithm works. You need to have a high retention format. Some of the best formats on Instagram are simple videos, fast videos, maybe, under 10 seconds, under 15 seconds. If you're focused on getting max retention time, rewatches by any chance, you can get a lot of those by having shorter videos, right? I'm not saying you can only blow up or only do well if you do that, but those are some of the things that I've been noticing myself. When I post shorter clips, they tend to blow up a lot faster. Also, you need consistency signals, right? What that means is post consistently. If you can post 1 time per day, that's great. If you can post 2 times per day, that's great. What I don't want you to do is post 1 time, on Monday, and then don't post again until Thursday. That, depending on if you want to grow fast or not, is not good. If you just want to grow, yeah, you can see growth posting 2 times a week, 3 times a week. If you post 3 times a week, that's not bad for the average account. But if you're focused on blowing up quickly, going viral, having as many chances to go viral, right? Think about every time you post as a ticket, right? And the lottery is on. You know what I mean? The lottery comes on every single day. The more you post, the more tickets you get. And the more tickets that you have, the more chances you have to win that lottery, right? So you want to make sure that you're posting consistently and often, right? Make sure that you're posting often. So number 4 is the distribution strategy. So the captions, how you package up your videos, the hashtags, those all influence how people react to your content. It influences if they share your content. It influences if they even like your content, right? If they can find it. You know, the SEO on the algorithms look at the captions, look at the hashtags. Of course, Instagram is advanced now where it can analyze your video and figure out what's it about, what it is about. However, like, give it as much help as it needs, right? Give it as much help as you can. Now we're going to talk about what Instagram punishes. So I have like 5 things written down here, right? Weak hooks. Your intro isn't stopping the scroll, you're probably not getting any views, right? If you're not stopping the viewer as soon as they see it, right? Like when they're scrolling on the Reels tab or on the Explore tab, and your video pops up, if the first 3 seconds or the first 2 seconds, if the first 1 second doesn't grab their attention and they scroll away, you're cooked. So make sure that you're grabbing their attention with a really strong hook, right? Low retention. If they're not watching your video all the way through, let alone halfway through, Instagram's going to take that as a bad signal. If somebody only watches 2 seconds of your video or 3 seconds, this again goes to the weak hook. So once you have your strong hook, you need to follow up that strong hook with a good video, with some value or some valuetainment, some value packaged up in an entertainment style, right? You need to make sure that people watch your video fully, right? So that's really important. The next thing is, you know, having a confusing niche. Like I said earlier, if you're posting like Switzerland videos, then you're posting how to cook empanadas. You know what I mean? Like, are you trying to attract Swiss people? Are you trying to attract Latinos? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you need to pick one. You know what I mean? So make sure that your niche is clear, because Instagram needs to know who to send your content to. Like I said, Instagram can analyze your content and figure out if you're posting all gym content, and they'll start sending it out to people that like gym content. But if you're posting gym and then Switzerland, and then I don't know why I keep using Switzerland as an example. I don't know why I'm doing it, but you get what I'm saying. If you're doing gym and then Switzerland and then empanadas and then Shiba Inus, yeah, I mean, I have a Shiba Inu dog. That's why I said that. Like, you need to pick one, because if not, it's just going to confuse the algorithm, and it's going to confuse the viewer, right? Like, think about it as a viewer. If you see an account and you see a really good video from them and you click on their account to watch other stuff, and then it's completely unrelated to what actually brought you to their account, you're not going to follow them. I'm not going to follow them. So if you're doing that, then try to pick one niche, right? Next, random posting. You don't want to just be randomly posting. This goes back to the consistency thing, the high quality stuff. You need to post on a consistent schedule, right? If you can only do 4 videos a week, bro, all right, I understand that, and I applaud that, because that's a lot of content, right? Especially if you're creating your own content, or if you're reposting and trying to, like, you know, edit the content that you're, you know, posting and whatnot. But you don't want to post like 4 videos one week, and then the next week you only post 1, and then the next week you post 2, and then the next video you know, post 1. Like, you need to show some consistency, right? Show the algorithm that you're actually like trying and putting in effort on the platform. I know it sounds like a lot, like, you want me to post 4 times a week? Like, what do I look like, bro? I have a job. I understand that. This video is for if you want fast growth. If you want as many chances to go viral as possible, you need to get more tickets, buy more tickets. You know what I mean? Tickets being, you know, more content. I mean, post more content. Now, what does Instagram reward? What are things that Instagram likes to see, and what will Instagram reward you for? A strong first couple seconds, right? You know, obviously that goes back to the hooks. You want to make sure that your hooks are strong. Fast pacing. Typically videos do really, really well depending on the niche. This is all niche dependent, right? But you want to make sure that your pacing is on par with your niche. Hey, buddy. You see my dog, man. I told you I had a Shiba. Y'all probably didn't believe me. You know what I mean? But and make sure that your video is edited well and the pacing is good and whatnot. And yeah, let's make sure that you got that. And then you need to have a clear message. Obviously, like, whatever your post is about, make it clear. Don't make it ominous, right? If you're trying to teach something, make it clear that you're there to teach that. If I'm trying to teach you how to grow your biceps, I'll have the text on screen. How to grow your biceps. Best bicep exercises. Do this to grow your biceps. Don't make it something ominous that, you know, nobody can tell what the video is about, because the algorithm can pick up on that. It can literally look at your video and tell what it's about. It can read the text that you put on screen. So don't think that, you know, putting the text on screen doesn't benefit you at all, right? And obviously you want relatable emotion. You want something that the viewer can look at and feel some type of emotion, because that inspires them to save it. That inspires them to share it. You know, that shows the algorithm that people are really locked in with your content. Now, if I was starting from 0 right now, which I might do for a series, I might start a brand new account from 0 and take you guys from 0 to 10,000 followers as I grow a new account. But if I was starting right now, today, something that you can do to actually get started on, like, you know, growing your page a lot quicker, or your theme page, or your personal brand, or growing that a lot quicker, this is what I would do, right? I would take 1 week. I would research all the niches that I'm interested in. Me personally, I like fitness, so I might look at the fitness niche. I like cooking. I'll look at the cooking niche. I will look at, you know, the political commentary niche. I like political commentary, right? I would try to see what niches are doing well, what niche I can really align myself with. Then I would look at obviously after I pick my niche, then I will look at content that's doing well or performing well in those niches. So let's say I pick fitness. I want to look at what videos are trending in the fitness niche. What 20, 30 videos, literally look at 20 to 30 videos. How is the hook? How is the retention? How is the editing? What type of music? I'm going to literally chart all that out, right? And I'm going to jot that down. Then I'm going to try to post daily. If I can post daily, I'm giving myself 7 tickets per week to go viral, right? So I'm going to post every single day. That's week 2. Week 3, you're going to look at all of those videos that you posted in week 2 and be like, yo, what did the best? What did the worst? How can I fix those videos that did the best? How can I make them better, right? You don't want to fix the videos that did the worst. You want to look at the videos that did the best and try to make them better. What could you have done a little bit better in those videos that did good, right? Do that. And then in week 4, I'm going to start to learn how to monetize if I can, if I've reached enough followers, right? 9 times out of 10, you might not have. This was just kind of a generic like scheme to show progression over time. But, you know, typically once you have your first 1,000, 5,000 followers, you can start monetizing even in small ways, affiliate marketing, doing a couple shout outs, selling products, digital products, physical products, and I can show you guys how to do that in another video. But if you want to, if you're interested in getting started quicker and growing your account, either your personal brand or your Instagram theme page, hit the first link in the description and work with me, man. You can literally hit me up anytime. I'm on the platform and the program all day, literally helping people grow in the community. I'm posting, other people are posting too, and that's the valuable part. Other people are posting their experiences, what things are working for them, what things didn't work for them, what their account is about, what things they've learned, right? And you can be in the community and actually learn with other people that are interested in the things that you're interested in as well. So it's not just you learning from me, but you can actually learn from other people trying to start the same business as you, right? So I think, check out the first link in the description, join the community, man. I think you'll really like it if one of your goals for 2026 is to grow on Instagram. All right. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. Please like and subscribe if you gained any value from this video, and I'm gonna catch you on the next one, gang. Deuces.